Alright, we are back with Gigabyte's new laptops for 2026. As I've mentioned, all this week these are sponsored videos, which does give us time to walk you through each of the manufacturer's range of new laptops, including, by the way, Gigabyte's redesigned Aorus Master 16 and a more powerful version of their budget gaming A16 called the Pro. Anyway, today I'm only going to be covering the highlights of each of these laptops. We will of course be back following up with in-depth reviews dropping around say late January onwards. So get subscribed with the notification bell on for those, and of course as a review on our channel, those will not be sponsored. Alright, disclaimers out of the way, I promise you, let's get into the good stuff. The Aorus Master 16, that is Gigabyte's highest end gaming laptop, and it's getting a complete redesign this year. It's going to be even more premium and look more subtle when compared to last year's. Some of those gamery details they're now gone. Also, the front and back cover is now aluminum, and it is 17% thinner than last year's model. It's 19mm at its thinnest point, which is quite a bit thinner than the almost 22mm of Lenovo's Legion Pro 7i, a competitor. That's, by the way, comparing thinnest points to thinnest points. Thick gaming laptops, they can cut into your wrist, so this is obviously a welcome change. Now, one thing I think everyone is going to like, that this year's model comes with AMD's super high-end Ryzen 9 HX3D processor. This is essentially a desktop processor shoved into a laptop. In our testing, we found it to slightly outperform Intel's fastest HX chip. The inclusion of AMD is new this year, and it's still pretty rare to see from manufacturers. Most high-end gaming laptops only come with Intel. I think a lot of buyers are going to be interested in this laptop, if nothing else, because of this CPU. Now, paired with it, of course, is Nvidia's highest-end gaming GPUs, up to an RTX 5090. And to cool all this hardware in this year's thinner chassis, Gigabyte are introducing their new Frostfan 2.0 patented asymmetric fan blades. Basically, it has more fan blades for better airflow. They are also promising 0 decibels of noise during light use. This is certainly going to be very welcome if true. Other than this, it comes with a 99 watt-hour battery, Wi-Fi 7 and 2.5 gig Ethernet, and being the fussy Josh that I am, I definitely noticed its full-sized arrow keys in the perfect place. Many gaming laptops have small arrow keys or a column of special keys to the right that I often mispress. Finally, the Aorus screen has been updated to a new Samsung OLED panel that goes up to 1000 nits HDR brightness with a resolution of 2560 by 1600 and improved 1000:1 contrast. We expect it to hit around 500 nits of SDR brightness, which is the measurement we measure in our reviews. But guys, we'll obviously have to test this when we get it in for review. Up next is one of our favourite value for money laptops of 2025, the Aero X16. It is a special laptop because it gives you a lot for around $1,000. It is thin, portable, it has a 16-inch display, and an RTX 5070 paired with a Ryzen 7 CPU. This really is a very good deal and a good combination of hardware. The Ryzen 7 CPU, it performs really well under lower power draws, which is what you want to see in a laptop as more power can be redirected to the GPU. In this case, its GPU is only fed 85 watts, but remember, this is a thin and portable laptop, and 85 watts is still a decent amount. This year, Gigabyte are upping the CPU to AMD's new Gorgon point. They are also offering the Aero with a more powerful Ryzen 9 CPU, not just the Ryzen 7. It will be the Ryzen 9 465, so quite a bit more CPU performance. I would like to see Gigabyte up that GPU power draw a bit though, and I've certainly given them that feedback. Next up is Gigabyte's new gaming A16 Pro. This is essentially a slightly more premium and much more powerful version of their budget gaming laptop, the A16. The gaming A16 was one of our top budget picks from last year. It could often be found for well under $1,000 and gave you a solid gaming experience in a fairly compact package. The headline feature of this new A16 Pro is that it comes with much more powerful GPUs, either a 5070 Ti or a 5080. In fact, Gigabyte are planning for these new gaming laptops to be the most competitively priced ones with those powerful GPUs. So, for all of you who are freaked out about buying a new gaming laptop with only 8GB of VRAM, this may be your answer. Anyway, its GPU is paired with an Intel Core 7 240H processor. This is Intel's rebrand of the CPU that is essentially a similar one to what's in the regular gaming A16. It's a Raptor Lake H-series processor, so expect mid-range CPU performance and not the best power efficiency, but it does keep costs low. Another big improvement for the A16 Pro is its display. its color gamut is much improved. The A16's colors just weren't that accurate. The A16 Pro's color gamut is now even better than the Aero's. You got 100% of sRGB, 77% of Adobe RGB, and 78% of P3. Clearly not perfect, but it is a solid step forward for a budget laptop. Other than this, the only noticeable change on the new A16 Pro is the more premium feeling lid. It does make the laptop look a little higher quality. The A16 Pro is around 140 grams heavier than the A16, that's if you're wondering. It weighs 2.3 kilos or 5.2 pounds. If you want to see our full review of the gaming A16 non-Pro, I'll link that one down below. Same with our review of last year's Aero X16, which we really liked. Finally, we don't have much news on this one. Gigabyte will be releasing an 18-inch A18 Pro at some point. They say first half of this year. I am a huge fan of 18-inch gaming laptops, seriously. They're so much more immersive to play games on, yet they're significantly more compact than most desktops. If Gigabyte is going to come out with a budget one, then that seems like an interesting option. Rounding out Gigabyte's updates is a new version of GiMate that does address some major feedback we've had for them. It's so much easier to use, guys. Your performance modes and mux switch controls, they're all on the front page. Previously, you had to restart the laptop and go into the BIOS to change the mux switch, not ideal. Also, they have introduced an iGPU only mode where the dedicated GPU is completely disabled for the longest possible battery life, so definitely, obviously, a welcome update. Actually, one last set of products really caught our eye, guys. Gigabyte have these two external GPUs for laptops. There is a really big enclosure for up to a desktop 5090 and then a small enclosure which does include a 5060 Ti. That's the desktop version, and yes, it is the good version with 16GB of VRAM. I think this is really going to be the perfect pairing. You see, a desktop 5090, probably a little much for a laptop CPU to drive. 5060 Ti is about right. I think a lot of people are really going to like this. You can buy a thin and light Panther Lake laptop with incredible battery life, then plug it in for a fantastic gaming or editing experience when home. In fact, we got so worked up about this product that Gigabyte said they'd send us their display models straight after CES so we could get testing. Okay, that's what we got for Gigabyte at CES this year, at least in our space. Is there a product that you're specifically interested in? If there is, leave a comment down below. The ones with the most requests, obviously, they're the ones we'll try to review first. Stay tuned for more CES coverage this week by getting subscribed and clicking that notification bell. And if you are in the market to buy a laptop, you know what I'm going to say, you must be using our website, bestlaptop.deals. Over there, we list our top 10 laptops for each type of laptop buyer. You can even combine use cases together for custom recommendations. And make sure to check out our price tracker. We track prices there right across retailers so you know where to go to get the best deal, and of course, and importantly, when it's the best time to buy. Until next time, say hi to your mum and dad for me, go do something awesome with your day, and I will catch you later.